carry my load. You say you will be my God, oh. Now I'm in your presence to have my own portion. You will carry my load. You say you will be my God, Daddy. Now I'm in your presence to have my own portion. You will carry my load. You will carry my load. Remember, you said you will be my God, oh. Now I'm in your presence to have my own portion.
The Independence Liberia. We are here at the Liberian Embassy. I am Sana Akibu, your host for Palava Hut TV, and I am sitting with the gorgeous Miss Intercultural 2011, Kaya Chapungu. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you today? Thank you for having me.
So, are you enjoying yourself right now?
Yes, I am actually. I am, yes.
Okay. So tell me, what is Miss Intercultural?
Wow. You know, every time somebody asks me that question, I have a different definition every day. But my definition today, Miss Intercultural is every woman. It's that woman who embraces every culture from all over the world. And it's that woman who will go down and help the less privileged. And Miss Interculture is not about beauty or the crown and the glamour and glitz. It's about the inner beauty, who you exude as a person, as a woman with confidence.
Wonderful, the phenomenal woman indeed. So why did you want to become Miss Intercultural?
I beg your pardon?
Why did you want to become Miss Intercultural?
I've always been that young girl who's always wanted to travel, and I want to learn a lot about different cultures. So when I heard about Miss Interculture, the first thing was like, okay, interculture is different cultures put together, and that's how I decided to be part of it.
So let's take it back a little bit to the beginning. So I read about you, but I want our audience to know more about you as well. Why did you, when you first started becoming into the whole environment and enriching children, why did you begin that whole process?
You know, it's so funny. I was in Zimbabwe in college, and I met a very phenomenal man. His name is Mr. Stan Wazara, and he embraced me and put me under his wings, and he started to teach me about leadership skills. So we'll go around Zimbabwe and teach young kids about leadership skills. So it was like a camp, which is a 7-day camp, and we teach them about leadership skills, taking care of themselves and being a leader. And right then, that's when I knew that my life is not being at the end of the rock. I want to be a leader. I want to inspire young people. I want to inspire youth. So from then, my passion for youth grew, and I wanted to find an avenue to usher my passion and the strength I had for the youth just to change the world. And I say to myself, I want to change the world, and the only way I can do it is to change the youth that we have, because they're the leaders of tomorrow.
So I see that you mentioned that you were going around Zimbabwe. So is that where you're from?
Yes, my father is from Zimbabwe, and I was raised in Zimbabwe, but I was born in Zambia. So I embrace both cultures, because my mom is from Zambia and my father is from Zimbabwe. So I'm a proud African.
So when people say, where are you from, what do you say?
It depends on the circumstances. I usually say I'm African, and when they want me to dissect the whole thing, that's when I say, listen, I was born in Zambia. I can't pick which country I want to be, because I love both countries. Zambia is my birthright. I was born in Zambia, and Zimbabwe is who I am today. So both cultures have molded me and shaped me to be the woman I am, because I've experienced both cultures from both parents. So I say I have the both of this world.
That's indeed wonderful. So what are you doing here today at the Liberian Embassy?
As Miss Intercultural, I travel around the world experiencing different cultures. And the founders of Miss Intercultural happen to be from Liberia. And when I was crowned Miss Intercultural, I adopted the Liberian culture. And I love Liberian people. They celebrate and they love who they are. And when I think of everything that they've gone through, 14 years of war, and to see them smiling, to me it's like, wow, what a people of grace, and to forget about what has happened, to move on celebrating their independence. To me, it's just phenomenal. So I'm here to celebrate independence with them, and just to learn more about their culture that I have adopted. Yes.
Okay, so I see that you are a part of the, I believe I'm saying it right, Munjai. Okay, and that's what you are here today doing, promoting for them?
Yes, Monjai is an organization which is based in the United States, but it's actually they have an office in Liberia. And what it does, it provides clean water and it provides education, clothing for kids who are less privileged in Nigeria, in Liberia. But now they've expanded. Not only are they focusing on Liberia because of the whole Miss Intercultural, they've taken a different twist and they now touch every African country. So right now we're dealing with 3 countries. We have intermingled Liberia, Zambia, my birthplace, and Zimbabwe. So we are trying to provide water for Liberia, books and school supplies for Zambia and Zimbabwe. So that's one thing I love about Monjai. It's very diverse and they're not looking at just Liberia. They are diversifying and they're going into different African countries. By the time, we get to 2015, where we have the MDGs, we are planning as an organization to at least educate about 52 kids, a kid per country. So it's something that I'm very passionate about because I'm all about education.
So what do you want our people at the Liberian Embassy today to do as in regards to signing up, volunteering? What can we do to better help the Munjai?
This is what I always say. As Africans, we have to change our mindset and stop thinking about, because I know you're from Nigeria and I'm from Zambia. Let's not stop thinking about what we've left behind. Because we come here, we live a very good life, and we are in the diaspora. I mean, things are not okay in America right now, but when you sit and think about it, there's another child who's sleeping on an empty stomach. So what I encourage Liberians today here is to put your minds together and just think about it. 1 minute you take just that book in your house that you're not using, that your kids read and threw away. If you can please send it to us, because we are collecting books and we are planning to collect 1 million books, which is going to be for Monjai to educate Africa. So those books that you have, if we can have about 1,000 people donate 1 book each, that's 1,000 books. And think about it, you have 6 books that are sitting at home and you're not using them. If you just bring them to us, we can help educate kids who are less privileged in Africa. So we're having a book drive right now and we're collecting books. So Liberians, if you can bring books to our stand, or if you can go on www.missinterculture.com, you'll find our address there and our phone number and our contact information where you can send the books, because we're still collecting books till December, because we plan to go to Africa in January before school open. Yes.
Okay, as you can see, she's definitely holding up to her name. She's definitely Miss Intercultural right here. So what are other projects that you have coming up in the future?
Oh my goodness, I have a lot of projects coming up. Right now, I just registered my nonprofit organization in Zimbabwe, and it's called Evolve Today. And what I'm doing besides education, because my platform is PEACE, which stands for Promoting Education, Ending Poverty, AIDS, Cancer, and Empowerment. So I'm doing every letter, as it comes. So right now, I'm on the first stage, which is promoting education to end poverty. And that's one of my biggest projects coming up. And my other project is collecting sanitary pads for young girls in Zimbabwe, because Zimbabwe right now is, with the economic downturn, it's faced with a lot of, they don't have any medical supplies. So I'm trying to collect sanitary pads for these young girls, because it just breaks my heart to see young girls using tree leaves or newspapers, for sanitary, where we can afford to buy sanitary in here. And again, I urge people to contact me. My email address is on the website, and try to help me change Africa. I have a bigger passion for Africa, but I cannot do it on my own. And I encourage my African people just to come together with me and make Africa a better world. So, and the book drive is going pretty much in every African country. So I'm going to go to every African country and try build a library in the most less privileged areas in Africa. Yes.
For those of people who can't get to the website for any reason, what is your email address?
My email address is Kaya, Kaya, at missintercultural.com. Again, it's Kaya, Kaya at MISS Interculture, which is INTERCULTURAL.com. Yes.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Is there anything else that you would like to tell our wonderful audience?
What I'd like to say is let's not forget where we came from. The thing is, I'm a proud African, but I'll never forget home. You know, home made me who I am today. Don't forget your humble beginnings. And again, we are in a better place, us in the diaspora. And as Africans, if we forget about the barriers of being from Liberia, from Nigeria, from Zambia, from Zimbabwe, come together as Africans, you know, we can stand together as Africans and change Africa, because there is so much in Africa that people out here don't know about. All they see is about poverty in Africa, but there is so much in Africa. So I'll leave you with my favorite card, which is from Nelson Mandela. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is we are powerful beyond measure. So just look for yourself, search within you, and you'll find the person, the exact person who you are, and try to make a difference in another person's life. That's what fulfills me. Yes.
Well, thank you so much for doing this interview with us. I know it's a hot day. We're all out here, 103 degrees, so we're getting this interview. Thank you so much. You did a wonderful job. We learned so much about you. And that is all we have for right now at the Liberian Independence, at the Liberian Embassy. Back to you.
You will carry my load. You will carry my load. You say you will be my God. Oh. Now I'm in your presence to have my own portion. You will carry my load, Lord. You say you will be my hero. With you I shall not want, and I shall love nothing new. I will never let you go, Jesus.